Addiction to online shopping is as serious as any other addiction. When you press buy on that website, you get a dose of dopamine and all these other pleasure chemicals get activated, just like heroin or crack would do. But shopping is a bit of a different nature because unlike gambling, unlike drinking alcohol, we do need things. There are things we need to buy. And so you can't quit cold turkey and you can't just say no. The trick with online shopping is to make sure that we do it mindfully. We have to look closely at every decision as run through the filter of, is this something I really need? Is this something I'll really use? Is this something I can afford? Whatever your filters are, you can run any purchase through them and make sure you're making a right decision. You can make sure your accounts are shared with someone you trust and so that they can keep an eye on it. Make sure you and someone else can even help. Make sure you're not spending time shopping for things you don't need. But this all starts with mindfulness, being mindful of the time we spend, mindful of the decision making that goes into an item. And so to become mindful, we have to practice mindfulness. We have to turn every activity in our lives into a mindfulness exercise, where instead of just mindlessly brushing our teeth or doing the dishes, looking to the next thing we're going to do after that, thinking about the rest of our day, we can be fully present at the task at hand. We can, if we're brushing our teeth, feel each tooth and bubble swishing around in our mouths, and fully present on feeling each brush stroke and the sensations we feel. Or if we're doing the dishes, fully present, making this moment the goal of this moment, not finishing the dishes, and just fully becoming present and reconnecting with the richness and depth that is always in the present moment around us. The more mindful we become of our shopping addiction, the more mindful we become that quick hit of dopamine when we press buy is so short-lived, and it's futile to chase that dopamine hit, and that it's okay to allow that sunken feeling to come in, that we can sit with it because we're bigger than that feeling. We are the awareness of that feeling, not the feeler. The more we notice that this short-lived hit of dopamine isn't lasting joy, and the more we overcome that urge, that mindless chasing of that urge that is hurting us and our family, only then can we actually start to turn inward and to touch and experience that peace and joy that truly lasts from within, because that's the only place. It's not in some product or experience out beyond us. It is always there within us. And the more we can tune away to what's around us and tune in to what's within us, the more familiar we become with this rich and lasting joy and peace that is truly real, because it's not based on any temporary, fleeting rush of pleasure. It is eternal, timeless, changeless. And the more that we chase these fleeting pleasures that cause lasting pain, the further we move away from peace, and the more our inner peace is disturbed and our lives feel chaotic. Simply the act of creating and sticking to a daily meditation practice, even if it's for 5 minutes a day, creates the discipline that we need that can be applied to every aspect of our lives, from any kind of bad habits, any kind of addiction, healing any kind of trauma. They all take discipline and intention, as well as focus and determination. And sometimes when we feel lost and out of control, simply achieving this one skill with dedication, meditation, we learn true discipline for whatever we do. This is why meditation can truly turn people's lives around and completely transform a person from negative and suffering to joyful, peaceful, grateful, loving, and calm. When you have an inner peace and an inner joy so strong and so lasting, then any quick hit of dopamine, whether it's shopping or smoking or drinking or too much TV or too much work, cannot hold a candle to the inner peace and joy within. And it is our birthright. Every single human has it. And we just have to peer down deep enough through all of the stuff, the life story, the traumas, the labels we've identified with. And as we dig deeper and peel away those layers, and the only way is looking, as in a daily practice of meditation, we will experience it and know it. And our habits and our actions and our words will be thoughtful and mindful and intentional. And no action that causes harm can be possible.